Hello, everybody. I'm doing well. I know y'all heard about the little misfortune with our internet service, so I am able to make videos, and for some reason, every blue moon, I can upload to YouTube. So I'm hoping I can upload, and I was able to upload a video to TikTok today. So I'm hoping I can upload this video today. We broke fast. Everything's fine. Ramadan is cool, as I keep saying. So we're going to talk about a few things today. With the internet being down and broken, and I was disconnected from people, disconnected from my family, from the Chemisphere family, I was just disconnected from life. Like I said, it felt like I was in the olden days, like I needed to go buy a newspaper and find out what's going on in the world. But what this has been is a time for me to heal from a lot of the traumas that I've gone through in Ghana. As many good times as I have had in Ghana, I have had some traumatic times, some uncomfortable situations, and to heal from the traumas in America. Same situation. I've had some good times in America, and I've had some bad and traumatic times in America. And so this disconnection has allowed me time with my husband, more time for me to spend with God. I wasn't allowed on social media, so I couldn't see anything negative going on. I wasn't able to see any flashes from the news that will come across my Facebook. So it was kind of a blessing to be disconnected from the world. It did get a little tiresome because it's like, come on now. Come on, God, can we get back together with the world? Yeah, so one thing I want to talk about is therapy and depression and sadness and people that are healing. I told you 2024 is about revelation, and it's going to be about healing. We're going to heal ourselves. And one thing we end up doing when we get depressed is sitting in dark rooms. Not physically, but inside of us, we're in a dark room. We're sitting in a dark place. We don't want to see anybody. We don't want to talk to anybody. You might even turn your phone off. Sunny days make you sad. You pray for rainy days because rainy days make you feel better. Dark days make you feel better. It's a reason to stay in the house. It's a reason to stay disconnected. And so don't sit in the dark rooms. Don't do it. Get up, get outside, see somebody. The minute you feel that your sadness has crossed over into depression, get up, go take a walk. Don't get on the phone. Don't necessarily call nobody unless that's your choice. The first thing I would do is get up, get outside, walk around. Now, don't sit on the front porch. Go walk somewhere, breathe, see the beauty of nature, see the world, see the people functioning that are happy or appear to be happy. Look at the cars driving past and the trees. You know, when you get up in the morning, no matter what, start your day happy. I don't care what's happening. I'm learning this. Start your day happy. Say, you know what? I'm going to have a great day. I woke up. It is a beautiful morning. I don't care if it's a storm. Well, you know, storms make me happy, but they don't make most people happy. If it is a storm, you go like, you know, this is a beautiful storm. The rain sounds great. Listen to that thunder. Ooh, the lightning. Keep yourself safe, but just look at it as a beautiful thing. No matter what, have you a nice hot cup of coffee or tea or a cold glass of water, whatever you choose. But wake up and be happy no matter what. Lead with love. Lead with love. I try to approach everything with love. Now, it might not end that way, but I approach everything with love. I come with love. And then, you know, you'll come with love, and then somebody else will come with hate or madness or some type of wishy-washy BS and destroy the fact that you approach them with love. Try to hang on to that love. You know, try to respond to people like, really? That's how you feel? Well, have a blessed day. Or I understand how you feel. But anyway, you know what? It's time for me to go. I have a doctor's appointment. Dismiss yourself. Dismiss yourself. People say, be safe, be careful, watch yourself over there. I share the bad things with y'all, or the negative things, as people call it, because like I said, I want you to know what to expect when you cross those waters. But I'm great. I have to realize I am on the continent of Africa. I have traveled across the waters, across the ocean, and made it to the continent of Africa. And I've learned a lot, and my story changes because I'm learning new things here every single day. Like I said before, all of us are not from here. All of us are not from here. All of us did not come from here. It's not true. All of us, not all of our ancestors were slaves. Just like not all of the white people or the Europeans' ancestors owned slaves. They're new to this stuff like we are. They're learning like we are. Don't look at your neighbor because they're a European and be like, oh, your daddy was a slave owner. No, they weren't. You don't know that, just like we don't know if our ancestors were actually slaves. They lived on plantations and all that stuff. That's just what they teach us. That's what they want us to believe, that we all came from Africa, and we just didn't. You can do a DNA test or one of those ancestry tests, and 9 times out of 10, because you paid money and they want to tell you something, they're going to tell you that you came from Nigeria. You got a little bit of Nigerian, a little bit of Ghanaian in you. It's bullshit. Don't believe it. I wouldn't waste my money on it. I personally have not done it and won't waste my money on it. What I did want to do was a genealogy to just kind of find out where some people were. A DNA test I won't do. Even a genealogy I'm not necessarily all that interested in. I'm a little interested in it, but I won't put a lot of energy into it. Let's see. Let's talk about African rituals. Let's talk about that. African rituals. When I came over here, when you cross the waters, I came over here and embraced the culture. And I wanted to learn everything I could learn and be as connected as I could be. But the one thing I remember from the beginning, not from the beginning. In the beginning, I felt welcome and comfortable. Somewhere within 6 months of that time, I felt disconnected. I felt like for me to be home, the mother didn't hug me. The motherland, it didn't hug me. It didn't feel welcoming. It started to feel like I was being whooped. Like not even spanked, but whooped and beat up on. And one thing I told you, this land will either chew you up and spit you out, or it will hug you. And I was kind of in between that, and I didn't understand like what was going on. And then somebody had to sit me down and wanted me to have this ritual that I had to pay for the ritual. Let me tell you how this was before I didn't know nothing. They're gonna say things like, there's something over you. There's somebody trying to hurt you. There's something happening to you. Let me help you. And the help is gonna end up being, you get the phone call and say, well, I talked to the spirit, and spirit tells me that I need to have 2 fowls, again, a white fowl or a red fowl. You sacrifice the fowl, and they'll go see the gods in the bushes. Supposedly, this is just what I'm told. And then after they see the gods that are in the bushes, then they say that the gods told them that the person that's after you or hurting you or whatever the situation is came from Burkina Faso or Nigeria, and they have to travel that far, and you have to pay for the transportation. Also, that they need to sacrifice a cow, so they need 4,000 CDs for the cow, to sacrifice the cow to make sure that you can get your healing. Don't do it. Don't do it. living over here, and I don't want to offend anybody. And if you're doing this and I offend you, that's your problem, not mine. It's a bunch of bullshit. Sorry. I'm trying not to cuss during Ramadan. I'm trying not to say that language during Ramadan. It's a bunch of BS. Don't do it. Don't spend your money going through these rituals. Reach within yourself. You have your own intuition. Spirit talks to you. Spirit doesn't necessarily, it does happen, but Spirit will try to reach you first. God will try to reach you first. And you have your own intuitions. You know when something's not right and something just ain't adding up. You don't need an outsider. You don't need to pay an outsider to tell you that. You don't need people putting narratives on your life. Like, oh, there's somebody after you. There's somebody trying to kill you. Somebody's put voodoo on you. If you believe it, it's going to be true. If you believe it, it's going to be true. Wash it off. I don't believe that. I don't have time for that. I remember this guy told me, I told a story about what this guy told me. He was going to send his gods or his spirits after me. I said, what? What makes you think I'm afraid of them? What makes you think I don't have my own protection from whatever you're sending to me? Don't come to me with that bullshit. I don't care nothing about it. Haven't seen his people as gods or whatever since. Pray to God I don't. But don't let people threaten you like that. Don't fall into that. I don't want to offend anybody. I'm not saying Africa doesn't have spirituality and their own things, but I'm just saying that most people that approach you, it's just about the money. They want you to give them some money to tell you a bunch of lies. They're not going to sacrifice a cow or unless it's right in front of you. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you that you cannot be there because we don't sacrifice animals in front of women. There's going to be a reason you can't go and watch them sacrifice this $4,000 cow that you paid for to get your life right. So they're overstepping God. I remember the man gave me this leather charm. It was about this long. I don't even know. I left it here when I got back. I don't know if Latifah threw it away or whatever happened to it. It's gone. And he said to wear this for protection, Kimberly. Wear it under your clothes for 21 days. After 21 days, you can take it out and show it. And I remember saying, so this is going to protect me better than God? And I remember he didn't have an answer. And I said, this is going to protect me better than God. Like this is stronger than God? And he didn't have an answer. He didn't have an answer. So anyway, before I start rambling on, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. I just wanted to show my face and talk a little bit. You know, I don't plan videos. I don't sit down and say I'm going to say this, that, and the other. Sometimes I do take notes like I did, so I won't forget a certain thing that I wanted to say. Let me tell you about this land and people that have something to say about me being on this land and this is true and that's not true and I don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know what's going on this land until you put your feet on it, until the rubber hits the ground. You don't know anything about this land until your feet land on it. You don't know. You know what you heard on the news, what you read in the books. You know what the whites told you, the blacks told you, what the Asians told you, what your grandma told you. You heard what people told you whose feet have never been on this land. You're hearing what I'm telling you. My feet are on this land, but even with my feet being here, I'm telling you my experience. You won't know for yourself until your feet hit this land. Understand that. Stop debating with me and going against me and telling me I'm lying and I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm here and I'm only telling you my story. Even with the spiritual practice I just talked about, I told you my story, which gets deep, but I didn't go into that. Maybe I will one day. But anyway, I love you all. Stay blessed. I'm really hoping that this video post, I believe it is, let me see what's today's date. I don't know. I think it's like March 19th, 2024. It's about 9:30 p.m. here in Ghana, West Africa. I'm getting ready to take this hijab off. I already had it off. I put it back on to go live. Take this hijab off and go ahead and get comfortable and relax and pray to God that our internet is full service and maybe I can make it on TikTok. Maybe I can get on the tick to the talk or the you to the tube. One of y'all can just come on. I'm expecting a lot from Ramadan. I'm expecting a lot of healing, a lot of blessings for myself and for other people as well. There's a lot of hurt people in the world and they don't know where to put that hurt. They don't know where to store that hurt and they don't know how to get rid of the hurt. They don't know how to release it. And so I'm praying for a lot of people and a lot of things. But one thing for sure is go ahead and feel that pain. Don't brush it off. Feel your pain. Feel it. Know what it is. And don't revisit it. Don't let it come back. Remember that pain and don't let it come back. Don't let it invade your space again. I love you all. Again, stay blessed.